Butterflies fill my spine, I feel myself getting hot again. Nerves rushing through my brain, yeah, they can't hear fire from the trees. You're standing by his side, red drops burning down your face. You're real close now, baby. Holy fuck, I feel it with you. I lose self-control. Now I found that you're not one to hear me now. You got me on my knees begging for your lady. And like a fool to stand around and let you blame me. And I'm riding in the sky to the heavens like an
Hi, my name is Leo Connors, and welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. Tonight, I got a very special guest, professional wrestler, Larenz Markell.
It's Markell.
Markell, I'm sorry. Man, listen, can I just say, everybody, if you're somebody that watches my show regularly, you know I butcher names,
Sorry.
always. But I got a question to ask you.
What's up?
What's that?
This?
Yeah, what is that?
This? That's goof juice, Leo.
Okay.
That's goof juice. That's the
Is
stuff
it good?
You tell me. You want to try some, Leo?
Sure, why not?
I'm not
why
gonna
not?
I'm a can kind of guy myself.
Okay.
I'm not going to drink
You
it.
can pour some in this cup.
Oh, absolutely. Woo. I promise it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
Little of that. Here, give it a... Don't go too hard. It'll
Okay,
have you feeling-
I won't.
It'll have you feeling too lit.
Ooh, dude. Yeah. Whoa. I think I'll just wet my lips, you know what I mean?
A little bit. Yeah. Come on, Leo. Hey, thank
Wow,
you.
man.
Thank
Wow.
you for indulging.
Wow, that's some potent stuff, dude. That really is.
It's
All right,
pretty okay.
let's just get right into it. Dave Fournier wants to know, and I love this question.
Yep.
I saw as a kid you were involved with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters program. Are you able to share your experience with them and what it meant to you?
I'm assuming he saw the post that I put. I caught up with an old. I used to do basically did Big Brother, Big Sister when I was a younger kid, like real.
Yep.
I think like 7, 8 years old,
Yep.
something like that. My mom put me and my sister in it.
Yep.
Got paired up with they call it a big. And then I met Matt, and we did that for like that whole deal. Hung out for 10 years, kind of like a life
Nice.
coach, mentor. Got to do cool things I never got to do, like water parks. You know, I was poor, all that good stuff, as the post says. I don't need to like reiterate.
That's
it.
awesome, though.
But yeah, so did that for 10 years. We fell out of touch after I kind of aged out of the program,
Right.
and then recently, a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. I met up with Matt, and
Nice.
yeah, he messaged me, hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, we should get together, do some food, beers, whatever." And I was like, "That sounds awesome." We planned it, met back up after 10 years, and it was all wholesome and all that good stuff, you know.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. I'm glad you had a great experience. And he also wants to know, what promotions can we see you at?
Right now, I'm working mainly at Rebel Pro. What's it called? Oh my God.
I think it's
Rebel Pro. Yeah, Rebel Pro. I
Rebel
just
Pro.
started there. I'm trying to earn a spot on Chaotic. From time to time, I'll be on APW, and I'm gunning for a spot at Exodus Pro, NWA, a little off promotion from them in Ohio.
Nice.
So next month, we'll see what we can make happen there.
Excellent, excellent. All right, next question is from JP Griffin.
Yep.
Where did you train, and how did you pick the school? So,
Oh God, I've trained at a couple places, but right now I'm training at New England Pro Wrestling Academy, NEPWA. So yeah, I go there. I picked there because, well, for one, it's the closest one, and then when I went in for a drop-in a long time ago under different management, different people ran the gig or whatever. Very different environment, but I ended up going there a few years after seeing that and training in Arizona and stuff like that for a little bit before COVID, and then came back here and just decided, I was like, this is a natural fit. I like these guys. These are cool cats, all that good stuff, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I just like how they train there. I like that the natural sense of competition within the school and everything like that. But it's like, it's friendly, but at the same time, it's like you gotta do that. And yeah, I don't know. It's just cool. I just like the environment.
That's
so.
awesome. It's one of the best places in the country to train.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
And Nathan Fuller wants to know, what do you like better, AEW or WWE?
WWE.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm the same way.
Yeah, no comment. No further comment on that.
Right.
But
Blackie, he only has one name. No, he really doesn't. It's Brian Blackie Black.
Brian Blackie
Yep.
Black.
Who is the greatest manager of all time? There's a lot of great ones, though.
Oh,
There
man.
really are.
I guess either Heenan or Heyman, honestly.
And you can't really go wrong with either one of those guys, that's for
It's
sure.
kind of hard to pick, though.
No, but there's so many. You can go with another H, Gary Hart. He was incredible, too. There's just been so many.
Too many.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many.
All right. Frankie Hannon wants to know, guys that you want to wrestle right now.
Guys,
Yep, that are on the indies right now. Who do you want to wrestle? Who would
100%.
you like to wrestle?
I really, there's not too many, but Mortar. Mortar's one I want to get in there.
We're going to talk a little more about him after.
Yeah, Mortar's the man. But yeah, he's a guy I really want to wrestle. And I hope, like, by showing my stuff at the school, getting better, progressing every week, that maybe I can earn that spot
Nice.
on a chaotic show, maybe wrestle Mortar one day. But we'll see. Who knows?
Nice, okay.
But,
Jeff Keith wants to know, what's your favorite tag team? It's not going to be any in the indies. It can
Tag?
be on TV. Who's your favorite tag team?
The Hardy Boys.
The
and
Hardy
then Paul
Boys.
London and Brian Kendrick after that, I'd say.
Yeah, you said that last time.
I
you
think
were here.
so.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely. Nothing changed.
I
Nothing
popped
changed.
for the London and Kendrick one,
Yeah,
too, because obviously everybody loved the Hardy Boys. You know what I mean? But Paul London was a real cool guy, man. I got to meet him a few times. He was down to earth, really cool guy.
Yeah, I have a plan actually with a buddy of mine, Jason Hendricks. We're gonna go out to LA for like a month, and we're gonna he has a relationship with Paul London, so we're gonna
nice.
go train with him
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
a month, get a little Airbnb,
That's
and
awesome.
learn a thing or two, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's great. He loves sharing his knowledge too. Yeah. Right. Seeing we were talking about training.
Yep.
I know you've returned to the New England Pro Wrestling Academy, and you've also trained with EC3.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So my friend that I just mentioned, Jason Hendricks, I was injured for a while, and he's always been a good friend of mine. Whenever he's up here, he's from the Jersey, Philly area.
Okay.
Like he always bounces back and forth, but now he's in Ohio, always moving,
Right.
nomad. Anyway, but I would talk to him. We were good friends, and I was getting ready to come back from injury, and I had like this huge confidence issue. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. My doctor's saying I probably shouldn't, or whatever. Like you're probably not gonna get to do this again.
Right.
And then he was like, nah, come to this, come here with us. I train with EC3, this, and that. Like, come show up, come do
Right.
this. Come have a little fun. It's nothing crazy. And I drove my happy ass all the way out there. It was like 800-mile drive.
Wow.
Just to get back in there and be confident and cool around
Right.
my friend and stuff. And it was a good experience. I forget what he goes by now, but Damian Sandow was there too, helping us with
nice.
promos. Yeah, that was super cool. So
Local guy.
yeah,
Local
yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was on Chaotic recently, I think.
Yeah, he was on. He trained at, I think, with Killer,
Yep.
but he worked for Chaotic for a long time.
Yep. But he was there. I had a great time there, and I learned a lot. In that first time, and then that kind of gave me the spark back. All right, I think I can do this. Or,
Right. That's good.
Yeah. So it was nice. It was cool.
Excellent. A year and a half ago, you were injured.
Yeah.
What happened?
Something so stupid. Just doing a tag team drill with my buddy Diego Alvarez.
Yeah.
Bobby Guapo.
Oh yeah,
Bobby
yeah.
Guapo. Yeah. We were doing just tag drills in a class match thing, kind of just on the fly, just having fun.
Right.
Everything was clicking. It was almost too good, you know.
Right.
And then I'm on the apron. I put up a boot. He eats it or whatever. I just get on the apron, and I must have pivoted wrong with my knee completely straight. And then I just heard snap, rip, and I'm like, oh, cussing up a storm, just freaking out, and in my knee, from here over there, the worst hell ever. And I couldn't even believe it. Oh my God, call my wife, it's over, I'm dead, like that. It was bad, but yeah, yeah.
So you were out for a year and a half?
Yeah, 15 months. Yeah,
15 months.
Yeah, that was a long time. And it kind of messes with you too for a bit. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah, because you got to keep using it to work. You know what I mean? Even if you just work at a job,
Yeah, I had to do everything for I worked with, at the time I was working with special needs people. So I had to like do everything from like a Zoom call and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like I could not do anything. It sucked. That was terrible. And like, I couldn't even wear like shoes that were like heavy essentially, because when I swing my foot I could just feel it like pop out, and then they like kind of jerked me around for surgery for 4 months. So like,
wow,
I should have got surgery the night that it happened, but they for some reason just like, oh, you're good, your kneecap's back into place, you're good. But like the atrophy, my leg was literally like that.
Wow.
Something stupid. But yeah, but we're over it now, we're past, and we're pretty okay.
All right, well, I'm glad to hear that.
We're pretty okay.
So what's the craziest thing you've ever done for a booking or to show face?
That
even?
That goes back to the EC3 thing and the Exodus Pro stuff.
Yeah.
So the first time I went, it was all good. Everything was normal.
Right.
And then I knew kind of what was like on the line or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, so you go there, you train a little, and like they'll pick a couple people, maybe only one person, sometimes a handful of people, like,
right,
we're going to need you on the show. So stick around for tomorrow. You're on the show if you do well enough there. I figured that out the first time. And the second time, so I got a new car. It was not registered. I couldn't. It was whatever thing they had going on. It was like $1,200 to register.
Yeah.
I did not have that to do that. So I literally took whiteout to this, the templates, the paper plates. Took the whiteout to the month and wrote the following month and drove that on a prayer, little prayer, all the way to Ohio and back. It just,
and you made it though.
Yeah, made it. Did really well the second time.
That's good.
Got to do like a showcase match, but that's not good enough for me. So we're gonna go back one more time and see what we can do. But yeah, that was scary. I even got pulled over, and he had no idea. The cop was just like, "Oh, like it's good. Like your plate's just dirty from the plastic. I couldn't hardly read it." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take care of it."
Oh, you got pulled over.
I feel like he kind of knew, and he was just like being really
cool,
nice. He's like, "You are so far away from home."
Did you
like,
tell him you were going to wrestle? Like, I mean, did he ask you anything? Like,
no,
what
not
are you
really.
doing here?
He's like, "Oh, this is just a courtesy stop," because I guess the light was out on the plate, and he's like, "And I can hardly see it anyway. Looks like it's about to expire." And this thing was like almost see-through.
Right.
Like the red numbers were like white. It was so bad.
Wow.
It was so bad.
You did luck out.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to send it,
Oh, yeah, no, I hear you.
And like, not to be like, "Oh, I'm that guy," because
no.
But like, I don't think anyone's gonna risk that. That was like 1,600 miles for a maybe. Like, yeah, I'll do it for a maybe.
But it was a maybe that was a go. So that's really good.
Let's go.
That's awesome. All right, so earlier when I asked you WWE or AEW, you like almost jumped out of the seat to say WWE.
Yeah.
What don't you like about AEW? And listen, I probably feel the same exact way as you do. I probably do. Because I'm not really a big fan of it either.
There's just a whole lot going on that I can't follow, and I don't know a lot of Japanese guys, and I feel like I'm expected to know all the Japanese guys, and it's just like, it's not bad. It's just not my flavor of ice cream, Like, excuse me while I sip. Like, but.
Wow, because I don't know. I just think there's too many wrestlers in there.
There's a lot.
I mean, they probably have 150 wrestlers signed. That's a little too much. And I'm sure the WWE probably has almost around the same amount. But I mean, the WWE also is a company that's been in business for 50 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they have their company runs very well.
Yeah.
Or TKO wouldn't have bought them.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So, what about, like, who impresses you the most right now in the WWE? I have two guys that I can say. Like, who really, really impresses you in WWE
I've kind of been,
right now?
I don't know why, but I kind of been on the Bronson Reed train.
He's good one though. He is good.
I like the entrance, like the from behind and stuff.
Yep.
I think that's cool. I like his presentation. I love Australia, so I love me an Aussie every time. One of my favorites is Buddy Matthews or Murphy, whatever you want to call him.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's the man. But like, I don't know, I'm always drawn to the Aussie.
Yeah.
But I'm not like really a big man wrestler, but I really like him right now for some reason. I just like everything he's kind of got going on. And then I'm really into Gunther's pretty cool right now.
Yeah, that's one of mine. Is Gunther.
I like his little swagger he's got going on. I like whatever he's got going on. The smugness. I love it.
He's been a champion 75% of his time in the WWE.
That's wild.
That's an unreal. That's a great stat to have. Him and Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Braun Breakers.
That's a can't
That's
miss.
another
That's
one.
a can't miss prospect, though. We know everybody knows that. You know what I mean? But he's pretty impressive, though. Anyways,
I'd agree. Yeah.
I do enjoy watching Carmelo on SmackDown.
Oh, yep.
You know what I mean? And whenever I get a chance to see, Ivar of the Viking Raiders.
Yep.
Who they just got back together.
Yeah, I saw that. That was this Monday. I think.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Especially if you're a local guy.
Yep.
Always good to see that. All right, why don't we play the name game? I got a whole bunch of names.
I'm not in everyone's gang, but we'll see what we got.
I think
I'm not that cool.
I think you know at least 85% of the names I've written down.
All right, I might not know them personally. But we'll see.
But you give me a little something on each one, you know what I mean? If you can.
What do you want to know? What's the game?
How about we start with a guy I guarantee you know, Sean Vegan Keegan.
I love Sean Vegan Keegan.
All right.
That's the man, plant-based power. Come on, that's sick. No, he's a cool guy. He's always been super nice to me, always super cool. And he's really smart. Like when I talk to him, when we talk, like I'm like, wow, I feel like I could read a book or two. But like actually,
I hear you.
No, I like Sean. Sean's always been really cool, and he's helped me a lot.
Nice,
with
and
wrestling.
he's coming right along too, man. He's doing really well.
He's cooking.
He really is.
I hope he feels better with his injury he's got going on. Snapped his leg. Everything was cooking for him, and that's how it happens, I guess.
How about I talk about a couple guys that I know you care a lot about and you want to talk about.
Sure, yeah.
How about Mortar?
Mortar, I love Mortar. Mortar's always helpful to me, and he always kind of gives me like that fire in class. Like whether he's doing it intentionally or not, it's just kind of how he like does his thing. He's just always I don't know. I feel like when he's watching, I feel like I gotta be my best self. You should always be your best self, but there's something about him that like not to be like ooh Mortar, but like I respect the dude, and Mortar's always and like I told you I think before like that dude used to whoop my ass all the time, and made me like a callous and like, it taught me a lot like in and out of the ring. So like that's the guy I always appreciate, whether like he likes me or not. Like, I don't know, like he's freaking Morta, as he would say,
No,
like,
but
like, I don't know, dude. I respect him a ton, and he's the man. And like I said earlier, I really, really hope I get to wrestle.
Now, see, I don't know this. Is he one of the trainers at the school, or is he just at the school
When he's there, he's running drills with us, but he's also helping too.
Right.
And he's always putting his input, helping with like the footwork thing, the aggression, finding that 6th gear or whatever it is. And like, yeah, he's always on it. And like, I appreciate him to death. Like, act like truly, genuinely. So yeah.
Awesome. How about Chase Del Monte?
Chase. He's so mean to me all the time.
Was he mean?
I'm kidding. No, Chase is cool. Always gives me good criticism. I always walk away like from my class matches. He always tells me what he wants, and soak it in. You might have to rinse it down with some water. Non-alcoholic, but it's got a little kick, But Chase always helping me with the character stuff, and like I got better when I was training at a different place before I came back to Nepwa before the injury and all that good stuff. And it was just like now he's like helping me with the in-ring stuff, the footwork stuff still, like getting the ring rust off. But at the same time, he's like teaching me like I don't know, just like how to talk, how to move like a superstar per se, I guess. Like anyone can be a good wrestler, I think, but like not everyone can learn how to be a superstar. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of that this time around and learning to be like this character and this thing that you're really not in real life. You know what I mean? And he's just like, I don't know, he's really, really good at the talking, and it like gives me confidence in the whole rah-rah speeches to get you motivated.
That's good.
Not even like it's just a rah-rah speech, but it's like kind of lights a fire. So Chase
that's awesome.
Yeah, Chase is cool, and he's a good leader, and I'm glad to be back home there with those dudes.
That's awesome. It's a great place.
Yeah.
How about us? Scott Guerin.
Big Scott.
I
love Big Scott. Big Scott he's always been one of my biggest supports in wrestling, like over here in New England. Arizona's different story, different family and stuff like that. Still very close with all those guys. But Scott, I can always text Scott no matter how dumb I feel the question. Like, I'm still green, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like whatever, like who cares? Like
the only questions that are dumb are the ones you don't ask.
I'd rather ask like
seriously. Especially in something like wrestling.
Yeah. Got to ask a million questions. And I kind of rather be annoying and ask a million questions and than not ask any at all and then just stink out the joint, even if it's just in like a class match or a smaller show or whatever. But yeah, Scott, I could always confide in Scott. I can always go to Scott. Scott's always honest with me, telling me where I should go. Like, show up to this, go do that, and like, and he never beats around the bush. Sometimes it's like, ooh, ouch, I'm sorry I even asked. But it's like, it's always from a good place. So like for Scott, like, Scott's amazing too. Like Scott, I can always, like I said, can always go to that guy. So
it's awesome. It was great. Is he still wrestling again, or is
he wrestled the other night at Rad Pro Wrestling?
Okay, so he's been wrestling at Rad Pro all the time. Because I didn't notice if he was wrestling at the Chaotic shows.
Too with the GCC. Go to Chaotic. Go to Rad Pro.
Rad. Oh, I definitely need to hit a Rad Pro show.
There's the plug.
Right. You're right.
There's the plug.
I definitely do. How about a great team in Chaotic right now? Ariel and BMT. Aren't they like the king and queen?
Yeah. They just won the straps, I think, right? Yeah, they just won the titles and all that.
Nice.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm not super familiar with them at all, but I've gotten to see them work the last couple of shows over there at Chaotic.
Great work, because they had stepped away to raise a family.
Yeah, I like
and then they came back, and it's like they haven't missed a beat, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just getting better and better and better.
I've never been familiar with them, but like, yeah, I've liked it. It's entertaining. I like the character work. It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
And like I think it's a real life relationship.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, if not, they got me. They got me.
They have 6 children.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I have one.
That's a lot of kids.
I have one about to be 4-year-old, and that's it.
But you know something though? That's commendable nowadays, because people only want a couple kids, and they have a nice big family. You know, a beautiful family. So that's pretty cool. All right, how about another tag team that I know has been working at Chaotic? I'm pretty sure you know these guys. The Neighborhood.
Oh, I knew it.
Kid V, Monty Aries.
The Neighborhood. I like Kid V. I like Jay. Monty. They're always cool. I actually dropped in on a Monday at their training center. The next gen.
Yep.
Did a class with them. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I just dropped in to do something there because NEP wasn't open on.
And who was running the class?
Monty was doing. Monty was running drills, doing some class matches.
That's cool.
And it was cool, yeah. No, I love them. They're always super nice. They're always respectful. And I met Jay a couple years ago, actually before I even met Monty, which was weird because they weren't together. But it was at a different school or whatever for like a class or two. And but we got along pretty well, I think. We're not like
they're good dudes.
We're not like the best of homies or anything. Not in a bad way. We're just like, but yeah, they're always cool, and we always say what's up. So
they are cool guys. They really are. All right, how about I'm gonna go with the guy that's only here in the United States a part of the time. AG, Anthony Green.
Anthony Green. I just met AG recently, actually. We were doing...
That's good.
When I came back to NEPWA full time a couple months ago, or whatever, after the injury or whatever, like he was there. He's running classes and stuff.
Nice.
Sometimes when he's not busy with this stuff, he'll help out on Tuesdays, and he's usually there Wednesdays. I've only been to a couple Wednesday classes with him since being back, but yeah, he's always been like super, super helpful with me.
Nice.
I'm not like super close to him, but he's always like, you know, like giving me the Iggy on some knowledge and stuff like that when he's around. We worked same show, Rebel Spirit, like a month ago or something, so that was cool. Asked for some advice, got some advice. He's always good for that.
Stuff he's very helpful.
And in class, helping you turn it up, finding that he's been helping me find like the camera and like kind of make moments rather than just moves and go boom, boom, boom and do the thing. Like find that moment, find that camera, and like, you know, make it happen for yourself or whatever.
Well, here's a kid that got signed by the WWE, and they put him right on TV immediately. Like immediately. He was wrestling on 205 Live every week.
I remember that, yeah.
So, I mean, the kid, so he's definitely a guy to show you where the cameras are.
Absolutely.
And stuff. All right, how about, I think he was the Chaotic champion for a while, JT Dunn.
JT Dunn, I actually have never spoken to JT Dunn.
Really?
Other than one time, like a couple shows ago, Summer Chaos, we were outside at the same time, and some guy was being a weirdo about buying some ring announcer girl's socks, and we were like kind of making fun of them together, but like for like a second, and that's the only interaction I've ever had.
All right.
That was it.
All right.
Just making fun of the sock guy.
Okay. How about Richard Holiday?
Richard Holiday, I've met him a couple times at Chaotic, just like, hey sir, hello sir, kind of deal. But when I was actually over...
He's not a good wrestler.
He's really good, really good. I like his heel work especially. Like the heel, give me my flowers, you know, that whole thing.
Yeah.
But actually, I met him more so when I was over in Ohio doing the training thing with EC3 and that whole like weekend thing a couple times. And he was on the show, and like after like words, I was like, "Oh yeah, you're chaotic," and said, "Hey, what's up?" Hung out at the bar,
Right.
had a couple drinks or whatever, and just like chit chat and talking wrestling kind of stuff and regular stuff too. But like I don't know him like super personally.
Yeah.
But like that's the interaction I had, and it was good. Like the three, 4 times we were in the same room hanging out together.
Okay. How about Tyree Taylor?
Tyree, I haven't seen Tyree in a long, long time. I saw him the other day. He was hanging out at Rad Pro. But when I used to train with him a couple years ago before the injury and all that stuff, he was always cool. He was fun, like lighthearted. Man, he hits hard.
He hits hard.
He's a big boy.
He does hit hard.
God, he knocked the goof out me, but like.
Yep. That's not a bad thing, though. Good.
No,
It's good.
it's all love. It's all good
yeah.
stuff. Like I don't want to be that guy who's like who's not laying it in or like taking it when a guy's laying it in. You want it to be as real as possible. You know what I mean? So.
Now I don't know if this guy trained at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy or if he's from up at Creative Pro. Seabass Finn.
I love Seabass. Seabass is the man. Seabass is at Netball all the time.
Okay, right.
He's there constantly. Yeah, he's there constantly. If anything, Seabass is there the most, I think.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to get heat from anybody who's there more than Seabass. You know. But like,
that's cool.
Yeah, if you show up, you're gonna see Seabass. But yeah, he's cool, man. He's worked so hard, and he's a real shooter too, I believe. And like he's super athletic, and like I know he has like the fisherman gimmick, but like when that dude wants to unload and it's time to unload in that match, like he's gonna F you up, you know what I mean? Like, and it's cool, and he's like nice and he's helpful. He'll be stern with you, but that's just like to get you through it, and he knows you can do it. Like not a jerk or anything like that at all. Like obviously I'd never say if someone was a jerk on camera, but like no, honestly, like no, he's always like a super cool dude, and he's super helpful, and hopefully that's another guy I want to wrestle too. I feel like there's another style I could learn, and I feel like I could learn it from him, if anything, from the crop of guys that are over there right now. So yeah.
All right. How about Paris Van Dale?
Paris Van Dale. Oh my God, Paris.
She's been working a lot.
She's a diva.
All over the place.
She's cool though. I like that character, that gimmick. She lives that gimmick.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's nice too, obviously, and she's cool and she's helpful. We don't talk too much. I don't really, we don't interact much. We're not in like the same circle or anything, but that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? I just don't know her super personally well, but every time we're in there, she's helpful, calling stuff and like making it pretty easy, I'd say.
Okay. How about Danny Miles?
Danny Miles, I've actually never met him.
Never met Danny either?
No, just a quick little handshake, just like this, that. Never.
Okay. How about Ricky Smokes?
Ricky Smokes, I love Ricky. What a goof. He's goofier than me.
Is he?
Yeah. But no, he's cool. He's helpful. He's funny. He, excuse me. He, I don't know. He's always popping me when he's running like workouts during class.
Right. He's good.
He's very good. He's very talented. And he just keeps getting better. The look keeps getting better. He's the smoke show, Yep. But,
kid's in shape, man.
Yeah, dude, he's killer. He helps a lot. He knows a lot about nutrition too. I've picked his brain about nutrition stuff and like stretches that are actually going to help me, not like you generic bend over, touch your toes kind of stuff. Because he's all into that, I believe. I think he goes to school for it too.
Oh, cool.
So that dude obviously looks the way he looks because he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ricky's cool. Always have a good time with him, especially at the Christmas parties.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. How about Brad Baylor?
Brad Baylor. I've met him like one time, just a little handshake.
Okay. How about the Shooter Boys?
I've never met them.
Never met them.
I only heard of them recently when I.
Shannon Levangie.
Shannon's really nice. She's super sweet. I don't know. She's quiet.
Is she hurt right now?
She is hurt. I think it's her knee. I don't want to speak like. I don't want to.
But she's been out for a little while, right?
Yeah, I think it was something similar to me. ACL, MCL, something like that.
Okay.
But she
I hope she heals up quickly.
Oh yeah, when she comes back, she'll be back like a house of fire. The people love Shannon. You know what I mean?
Okay. How about Jariel Rivera?
Jeriel, I like Jeriel. I just started.
It's another kid that's in good shape.
Jeriel's jacked as hell. It's weird. It's weird. It's
unreal.
Freak. Dude's he's like what, 21. He has like horse muscles, dude. But no, Jeriel's cool. He's he'll never let you know, but like he's into like that anime comic booky geeky stuff the way I am. That's what I've heard in passing, and like I've seen it come out a little bit, but he's the cool Jack guy. But no, he's super nice. I'm just playing. But like,
how about speaking of Jack guys, Gal,
I haven't seen
Barkley. He is friggin'.
I haven't seen him in a long time, but the motivation station's cool. I like that. I like those promos he's putting out with the 80s.
It's unbelievable though. Like I said, all three of these guys, Ricky Smokes, Jariel, in incredible shape.
We all got to work out with them.
Yeah. I'm too old to work out with those guys, man. They'd kill me. How about Eric Cha-Cha?
I actually don't know.
I don't either, so, but I figured I'd throw the name
Eric
down just for the
Cha-Cha.
hell of it, right? Because I saw it kind of connected with Chaotic. How about Waves and Curls?
Waves and Curls.
Jalen and Braden.
I've only met them like twice. Another quick passing one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great workers, though, man.
Yeah, I like their work. I've seen them
They're
a few
over.
times. Yeah.
I mean, I saw them at Top Rope. I saw them at Wrestling Super Show.
I've seen them at the Super Show a couple times.
They were over like nobody else. They were the most over guys there, no doubt. And it was right after one of them came back from their injury.
Nice.
And I don't remember which one was injured and which one wasn't. But yeah, they were a hell of a tag team, I'll tell you. How about Channing Thomas?
Channing Thomas, I've trained with him a couple times when I went to the old school. He was really, really helpful. Like, made you feel like super, super comfortable.
Right.
And they're like, I don't know. And these were like, from what I remember, these were like spots I typically was not comfortable in, even though we were in a class atmosphere.
Right.
And everything like that. I was like, oh man, that's Channing. Oh no. Like, you know what I mean? But he made it like so easy and like kind of like that. I remember particularly that day because it was only one time we wrestled together.
Right.
We were doing like some tags and stuff. But yeah, he like really made you like believe in yourself and stuff like that. So in turn, you got better stuff out of it, better match. Even
he's an incredible worker.
Yeah, he bump around for you, make you feel like you're the man, even when you're like dog poop. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so it was cool.
Okay,
Definitely cool.
How about Alec Price?
Alec Price actually helped me put my comeback together and some of my signature moves. So
nice.
That was awesome. That was always helpful. I've maybe only spoken to him a few times, but when I did, we were wrestling around. He's like, "Oh, you should do this. This seems like your style. Can you do this? Can you do that?" I'm like, "I can do that and do that." He's like, "Do this, X, Y, and Z. Piece it together this way.
Yep.
Do your Miz clothesline, feet through, do your springboard knee thing." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's really cool." Like, and he helped me put that whole thing together. He helped me really get creative with finishes too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to give them away right now,
Right.
but like for like falsies or like even like finishes. I don't know, just like finishes. He really helped me with finishes. Like how do we get your bang for your buck out of that move or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Like I don't want you to just like hit the move and then like whatever and pin them. Like no, give it some drama, give it this, give it that. And he was always helping me with that. The couple times that we were in the ring together at a class. So
nice. I saw him at a Beyond show. It was the first time he wrestled Dijak, and he said, "Where do you see the stuff I'm gonna pull off?" And it was amazing. The stuff that guy could pull off a lot of high flying stuff. It's amazing. All right, how about Love Doug?
Love Doug. I used to love Doug. I'm not used to, but I haven't seen him in so long. Like since even before I got injured, with the first time I left Nepwa and went to another school. I haven't seen him in forever, but yeah, it was always great with him. He's another one that made it super easy too. Like, and it was funny, and he I don't know, his character made it easy for me to get comfortable, and like, especially if I was like the heel in the drill or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, excuse me again. It just made it super easy to like think of like quips and things to say, and things he could like get me back on, like, oh, I know he's gonna go do this move after we do this, so I can definitely get this in and play off his character, like I don't love you, but I love your mama or whatever, you know, something stupid like that. You know what I mean?
I've seen him have good matches with a lot of people, man, and that just goes to show he's a really good worker. Yeah,
I haven't seen him in forever, but that's again another guy I always wanted to wrestle back then. I don't know if we'll get to, but like that would be a cool one on my little checklist.
How about Becca?
Becca, oh, who doesn't like Becca? We all miss Becca. Everyone misses Becca. The pop star. She got hurt.
Oh, she got hurt too?
I think she came back. I don't remember if the show happened yet or not, but like Becca was awesome too. Like Becca is
I didn't realize she got hurt.
The dog.
Okay.
Becca is the dog.
How about Aaron Rourke?
Aaron Rourke. I've only done drills with him a couple times and met him like maybe a handful of times at Chaotic and passing, just like a hey sir, hello sir kind of thing. Again,
you need to get out there more and meet these people that are booked on shows you're at.
I am meeting them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, meeting them, but you can't always bug them when they're doing their thing at a show, you know?
No, I'm sure they'll have time for you. I'm telling you, they would have time to talk to you. They're all these guys want to just help each other out, you know, which is a great thing, you know. How about T.J. Crawford?
T.J. Crawford, he's another one who helped me a lot at Chaotic before I left the first time. The Nepwa, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was always helping me with like fire up. He was really, really good at selling. Another guy, like I said earlier, he just always made you kind of believe in yourself, like with his sells. Even if you're throwing dog crap for punches or whatever, he'll feed into it, and then you're like, all right, I'm having fun, and then like you're bobbing and weaving, and next thing you know, you're gelling, and everything's going great. So like that was cool with him. He gave me some good advice a few times too, and it was I don't know, it was all gravy, man.
He's a great worker. He really is. I don't know if you know Bobby Orlando.
Bobby Orlando, I met him at a couple shows, just talked for a little bit in a circle.
It's
or
another
whatever.
work. You gotta go
Character,
to
yeah. He talked character with me a little bit with another guy, like long time ago, maybe like over a year, probably almost 2 years by now. But yeah,
nice.
But yeah, he was pretty nice from what I remember. But again, it was only like that interaction, talking character.
Right. Well, you've been around a while, for quite a bit, from in and out, But do you remember Christian Casanova, Carmelo Hayes at all? Did you ever run into him? Early in your time.
He was on his way out. It was the COVID era when they were doing the Chaotic Reloaded, the pre-tape shows and stuff like that. But yeah, he dropped into classes. Not always wrestled, but that's not an issue, obviously. But he just giving us some knowledge and some wisdom as he's on his way out and stuff like that.
Nice.
Got to see some of his matches while he was doing Reloaded. I think he was the champion at the time.
Oh,
too.
For Chaotic?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I think so. I think that's when that unit stuff started.
Right.
All that time ago. Yeah. So,
right.
Yeah, I remember just a couple times briefly, but it was just I don't know, just hey, just let's listen to this guy. Let's sit under the learning tree for a little bit.
How about Davey Ann?
Davey Ann? Oh, Davey Ann was cool. She was super, super helpful. She was another one that was helpful with finishes too.
Yep.
I haven't seen her in a long time too. I forget how long it's been since I've seen her because I did go to another school for about a year before I got injured and then all that. But yeah, when she was there, she was helpful. She was helpful. Another one with finishes, like I was saying before, and just bringing that, finding those moments or whatever. Especially right before the finish and the comeback. I remember one drill we were doing, and she was just on me, but in a good way. About no, turn that way, find that, find this, do that. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she was always super supportive in the moment too, when you put the pieces together. So that was my experience with her.
Okay. How about Ace Romero?
Ace Romero, I met him one time at a show, talked just for a moment, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I've met him a couple times at a Chaotic.
All right, Sidney Bacabella.
I actually do not know who that is.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. Armani Chaos.
Armani Chaos. I just had a class match with him. That was the first time we've actually ever wrestled.
Yeah.
He made it so easy, and it was so good, and it made me feel good about myself. It gave me a good confidence boost. And we called a good fun match, and it was really nice because that was the first time I didn't really have a ton of in-ring critiques. There's always in-ring critiques, but I wasn't hounded on. It was more so let's figure out this gimmick thing that you're trying to portray here,
right?
And how do we use this? How do you use your little can thing or whatever, your juice, your goof juice, and stuff like that. So it was nice to be able to work with someone who could kind of carry that, but at the same time allow you to do your thing and become a better performer and all that at the same time. So it was a nice balance is what I'm saying, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. How about Spike?
Spike is cool.
She's at the school, right?
Yeah, Spike is cool. She's in Japan right now, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Or coming back. Yeah, they sent her out to Japan, so that's really awesome. We've done a couple drills together. I just met Spike, so I don't know too much about her or anything like that. But we've done some drills together, and it's pretty smooth and it's nice and friendly, and she's helpful and doesn't try and big brother you or anything. Just kind of lets you do your thing, but we'll always jump in if you need help with something, but not overbearing. So that's cool too.
Okay.
It's a whole new environment over there. I'm really into it right now, so it's cool.
How about on Deacon Chaos?
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm just writing down names that are around because Gabby Forza.
Don't know her.
Oh, bro, yeah. We're just gonna talk about TV wrestling. Let's talk about the WWE. What do you feel about that Bloodline storyline, which was the hottest thing going for a couple of years, right?
Yep.
And then Roman left, and now Roman's coming back. Mm-hmm. Okay, he's back, I should say.
Yep.
And it looks like they're coming into a showdown.
The Bloodline
Tribal
versus
Chief
Bloodline.
versus Tribal Chief.
Yep.
But I don't think the story is, it is still so much more to go. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What do you think about Jacob Fatu?
I think Jacob Fatu is the man. I remember when I trained in Arizona, he actually, when he was still doing his MLW gig or whatever, he would come over time and time again and like teach us some stuff. So it was like really cool to get to train with him. Like this is obviously pre-bloodline, so
right.
Like, but he's still like, you know who he is, and it's like, whoa, dude, that's crazy. And like he really taught us how to lay it in, like make it look real. Like don't waste your time, don't waste your moments. Everyone tells you that, but you know when you're I guess young, I'm still young and impressionable or whatever, first starting, it's really cool to like get that. You're like, whoa, this is crazy, you know?
Right.
Like it's kind of starstruck, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a dork, but like but it was cool. You know, he's awesome. I don't know. He's probably like, in my opinion, my favorite. I can't say the best one. You know, that's subjective.
Yeah.
But like, you know, that's
Who's your favorite?
Yeah, that's my favorite one so far. I just like the presentation. The grill is cool.
Well, they kept him. They had signed him and kept him off TV because they were afraid that he was going to outshine Solo. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he pretty much does anyways, even though they're trying not to. Mm-hmm. You know, like you said. I mean, the guy's a phenomenal worker, and he is the best worker on that part of the bloodline. Mm-hmm. He's better than the Tongas. Mm-hmm. He's better than Solo. You know what I mean? But is he better than Roman?
I don't know.
You know? Well, but I mean, it's nice to see Jimmy Uso's back with Roman.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I haven't watched TV in a couple weeks, but
Are you not prepared?
No,
for this show?
I am prepared for the show. I just haven't watched SmackDown a little bit. I haven't watched it in a couple weeks. I've been watching Raw.
Oh, I gotta razz you, dude. I gotta razz you. All right. The females in the WWE.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan, she's the champ.
Yeah.
Right. Rhea Ripley, #1 contender.
Yep. Naturally, yeah.
I love Liv and Dom together. Mm-hmm. I think that is just, it's so natural, it seems. Mm-hmm. That's how quickly they got together, that it was so smooth. But he also had it very smooth with Rhea Ripley.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I don't think Liv can beat Rhea Ripley without getting help.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think?
I don't know. That's kind of what I'm seeing in the booking, but like, I don't know. What do I know about their booking situation? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's cool. Like, but it's at the same time, Rhea was so dominant for so long. It's kind of like crazy to see like, I guess teeny little Liv Morgan next to in comparison to Rhea. It's like, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be some shenanigans. Who knows?
Well, I would imagine Charlotte Flair's probably coming back soon. I would imagine.
Yeah.
She's
probably.
been gone for like a year, right? Or close to a year.
Yeah, she blew her knee out too, I think. Yeah, all the parts of it, I think.
But she's an incredible worker too. I mean, just the great matches. I think the WWE women's roster is so much better than AEW's women's roster.
I think
I really do.
In my opinion, I think the WWE women's roster is way more legitimate. Like, from a work standpoint and stuff, when you just kind of see it all gelling and meshing, like it just seemed to me that's more my flavor than that. I don't want to call anything bad or anything like that, but that's just I preferred like how these women work over here rather than
even Asuka, was a phenomenal worker, and she's probably honestly, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th from the top of it, in my opinion, of the females. But Toni Storm is doing great things in AEW. That's one girl that's over there killing it. But some of these other girls, they cut their legs out from under them. You heard about Britt Baker's thing, right?
No. I don't follow AEW like hardly at all.
Oh, it was ridiculous. They MJF and Osprey were having an hour match, and she's in the locker room talking trash about them because they have an hour match. If you were that good, you'd shut your mouth and you could be out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're wrestling 60 minutes or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, for someone like that who can't do what they do, should really keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Well, it happens, you know.
You know what I mean?
Ego's a thing in wrestling, male or female or other, you know, it doesn't really matter. But I don't really know. Like that's to me. When I show up to shows, like I can't big brother anyone in any way. But it's just like at the same time, I kind of know when they're just like I don't care. It doesn't really affect me. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're getting paid millions of dollars, even if you're not doing anything, I'd probably be chill with it. Like, and also, who cares? It's the main event. It's not your spot that night. So that's just me, though. It's just not.
I hear you.
It's not your time. It's not your spot. Like it is what it is. You know.
Right. What about? Do you think managers should be used more nowadays? like the old days.
Yeah.
There's only a few.
100%.
You know?
And that'll help with guys that like can't, guys and gals that can't talk.
Yeah, or are too nervous to talk. They need that help.
They need that help, that comfort to kind of figure out their character or whatever. Like there's that sometimes I wish I had a manager. It's hard. It's scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, God, but like also my thing isn't like I'm the best bout machine, slap my leg kind of deal, kind of bingo hall classic having guy. You know what I mean? I'm more of a character kind of thing, but at the same time, like sometimes I'm really like, dude, I wish someone else would just like talk about this juice and too lit and whatever, because I sound stupid. Like it's almost like you're like having like an outer body experience.
But you're doing that though.
Oh yeah,
That's
for
your
sure.
thing.
No, absolutely, for sure.
But
sometimes it's just like, oh man, like you get anxiety even if you're
of
you're comfortable
course.
at work. Say say Roman walks into your show, you're gonna have a little anxiety, right?
Oh, a little bit, yeah, of course, a little bit. Oh yeah, but no, I've actually been in spots where I had to be 100% professional and mocking out like you wouldn't believe. Honestly, wanting to go, oh my God, but I couldn't because if I did, it would ruin my chance to be in the spot I was in.
Yeah, exactly.
You
but like
know?
it's just like a brief moment of just like times I wish, like God, I wish I had a manager. But like after, like you're like, all right, whatever. It's just me out here. It's like, all right, we'll do our best and we'll see what happens.
But I think a lot of the girls could use a manager. I think that's why. You watch NXT a little?
A little bit, yeah.
Robbie E.
Yeah, he was cool. I remember him from TNA back in the day.
He that guy can talk.
Yeah,
he could also wrestle too. He really can. But he could. I'm sure he's helping with promo classes and stuff down in NXT. I'm sure he is.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, that'd be a good one. But yeah, managers, I think that's such an underutilized thing nowadays. Like I know it's hard and like it might get oversaturated if every other person has a manager, but at the same time, like why not? Like because like I don't know, I guess my era in my age bracket would be the ruthless aggression era. There were still managers back then.
Oh yeah, there were some. Yeah,
some Paul Heyman, some like Teddy Long before he was the GM, stuff like that. Like
Armando
Estrada with the Umaga.
Yeah, he was one of them.
With the cigar, he was awesome. Sometimes people think it's hokey, but wrestling is hokey.
MVP was really good with his group.
Even still,
he really was, though.
Currently.
He's in AEW now.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. I do like MVP, though.
You know, at first I was like, why are they signing him again? And then I watched his promo and I'm like, that's why they signed him. Because that guy's a pro.
He'll sell a fight.
Unreal. Seriously, I was like, wow.
He's like, I feel like he's like Don King almost sometimes. You know what I mean? Like a way less zany Don King.
No, I hear you. He's really good at his job, I'll tell you that. He really, really is. Because like I said, at AEW, I was always saying how they have way too many people. And then when they signed him, I'm like, why? But again, and I watched that first promo he did, and I said, that's why they signed him, because he's better than anything else I've seen in the past hour and a half. You know?
Yeah.
So, but like I said, the girls could really use, use them. They even like the Oriental, like Asuka.
Yeah.
You can't really get a promo out of her.
You can, but you can in a different way. A different delivery. It may not be like your flavor ice cream, but just because she's foreign to us doesn't mean she can't necessarily get a good promo out. Like you can feel the
emotion. I'd like to see it. I would like to see her do it.
But again, you can feel the emotion. You can feel.
That is true.
You can feel what they're generating. You know the general story you've been following, right? You've been following whoever it may be, and then so I feel like whenever she does get the rip, when she gets that mic and she rips, like you may not understand everything, but you're like, oh, she's going to whoop her ass. Or like, she's going to choke her out.
Right.
Or, oh, she's doubting herself because those afflections and stuff like that, the things that we're taught and all that good stuff. Like, yes, the language barrier can be hard. Like, I have such a hard time watching Japanese wrestling. People are like, you don't like Japanese wrestling? I'm like,
no, it's hard. It's hard. You're better off turning the volume down if you're watching the matches from Japan, because you just get confused.
Yeah, and then sometimes I think they have American commentary.
Sometimes they do. On some stuff they do.
But like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, that's my jam. Hell yeah.
Right.
But like, but even still, foreign to you, foreign to me, like whatever, I still think if the emotion's there and you are following the story, you know what's going on, you can kind of
It's a good point.
You can kind of grasp. That's just my
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good point.
That's just my 2 cents, but yeah.
So earlier you said you like Gunther.
Yeah.
Do you like? I actually like his sidekick,
Kaiser.
Ludu. I do. I think he's pretty talented, man.
He's cool too.
He really is.
Just because you're not the focal point doesn't mean you're not talented. Doesn't mean you're not entertaining. like I don't know, like think of all like movie characters, not just wrestling, like movie characters, like Rush Hour. You seen the Rush Hour movies back in the day?
Of course.
Like Chris Tucker isn't Jackie Chan. You know what I mean? Like
right.
he's not gonna do the same thing.
Right.
But like with Chris Tucker missing, like is it the same? Is Jackie Chan the same in that movie Rush Hour without Chris Tucker? Is Gunther the same? Like the presentation, like he'll still be a talented wrestler.
Yeah.
But is Gunther in that whole Imperium presentation still cool and like still the same without the sidekick?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I think he would be, but I think the sidekick works. Even the other sidekick.
Maybe he's a bad example, but like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
no, yeah.
No, my point is Kaiser is entertaining, and I think there's definitely a role, and it's entertaining, and people need to understand not everyone is the main event.
Exactly.
That's just
exactly.
Because you need mid-carders, you need
Yes, you
undercard,
do.
you need different
Yes, you
sections,
do.
ebbs and flows of the show, and we're not all Roman Reigns, you know?
Right, right. What about the Street Profits, who like a year ago it seemed like they were really being pushed to the top, and it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Am I wrong on that?
I haven't seen anything about them really. I used to really, really be into that whole thing, that whole like everything they were doing. I thought was really cool and really fun. But yeah, I don't know. I just haven't seen much. Like I don't really get to watch SmackDown too much.
Right.
Because I'm at home usually. But like Mondays, I'm usually on. But
What do you think about Logan Paul?
I think he's very, very
WWE?
talented. Very, very talented. Super athletic, and that's kind of just what it takes.
Absolutely.
And he learned it, and it's like entertaining. He's not like my flavor.
Right.
Like I'm not like, oh, he's an outsider, blah, blah, that kind of stupid
No,
thing.
I don't either.
It's just
I'm not like that either.
It's just like, I'm indifferent. I don't care if he's there. I don't care if he's not there.
Right.
There's people I would obviously prefer over him to be like hold the title belt or something silly like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just me like being a fan and a consumer,
right.
like what I like. But I don't have like any qualms with it as a viewer or a fan in any aspect. And like it's all about the eyes on the product too, with him being there especially.
Exactly.
And like how can you beat that? Like he looks better than more than half the dudes on the AEW roster. Like, let's be real.
He's bigger. He's bigger than.
He doesn't look like he works at a Taco Bell and he's like throwing on spandex. You know what I mean? So
exactly. Yeah. No. He's. I think he's quite talented. I really do. Obviously I knew of them. Paul, through social media.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I thought he's done a pretty good job.
I knew of the brother first. What was his name? Jake Paul. The boxer first.
Yeah.
And then I knew about Logan.
The only time he fought a real boxer, though, he lost. He beat everybody else that's not a boxer.
Yeah,
but he fought Tommy Fury, a boxer, and he lost. And I hope Mike Tyson knocks him out. I don't hate the guy, but I do. I hope Mike Tyson, almost 60 years old.
That's the heel. That's the story. That's the money.
You know?
You bought it.
But what about Dominic Mysterio?
Oh, at first I was like, I was like, what? And like I remember like talking with friends, like we'd all spitball ideas, like drinking beers, watching wrestling or whatever. Like, what if he was just a bad guy? They're like, no, he could never be. Look at him. And then I was the same. I was like, dude,
they wouldn't even let him talk. The fans.
Yeah,
they would just
he
boo
was crazy,
and it would get louder and louder.
He is crazy, but it's awesome, and it's working with him, and it's cool. It's definitely It's something different, and it's crazy to like grow up. I feel so old now. Like I'm not even that much older than him. I think like maybe like 2 or 3 years.
I don't know. I
maybe
really
like
don't
2 or
know
3
how
years.
old. I really don't know how old he is. If I had to guess, he's under 27.
He's probably like 25.
I'm probably
20, I'm 28. Yeah, I'm probably only a couple years older than him.
Right. So
yeah, like watching him like on like in storylines when you're a kid and he's like like a little teeny bopper like you, and the next thing like, he's a rat. You know what I mean? I'm like, what is going on?
I thought it was funny when he said to Eddie, "Did Mom cheat on you with Eddie Guerrero?"
Oh yeah. The Eddie's your dad thing.
Yeah, that was pretty funny how because he's the one that said it to his dad. You know.
I love that after like all that program they were doing. Was it last year? A couple of years ago?
Yeah, I think 2 years ago.
For the Hollywood one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when they were doing that, I think it was like. I don't know if it was the Go Home SmackDown or not, but I remember he was doing all this stuff to Ray, all this stuff, like the Thanksgiving segment. That's funny.
He was such a jerk.
I know, and then all it took was Mom shut up, and then Ray's like, "Yo," and the belt spot was hilarious at that Mania. And
then how he went after his sister. slap the cup out of her hand or something like that.
But it took the mom. You could assault the sister. You could assault dad. You could ruin Christmas. But you tell your mom the
and you're gonna get a beat.
Like that was like the most Latino family thing I've ever heard. That's so funny.
That was a good little skit, though. It really was. I mean, but so the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like it now that Rhea and Damian Priest aren't part of it, even though, because it's still there. I mean,
I don't really. I got a little confused with it with the Carlito in it.
Yeah, that did throw me for a loop too. I think it's a lot of people. In it?
Is it an R-Truth joke thing? Like R-Truth to be like,
that was funny.
Yeah. He's a comedic genius. He's hilarious. That guy is funny. Like
he's the longest guy signed to the WWE right now. He's been there the longest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of everyone who's there currently.
Yep. All the wrestlers.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Not Triple H or you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But
active.
All the workers.
Active roster.
He's got people beat by years.
But yeah, I like. I remember when he was K-Quick when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Who were we talking? Judgment Day. Yeah, like Judgment Day. I don't know if I ever gelled with it. I'm not like a big fan on like the spooky. Like, are they supposed to be spooky? Or are they just like a bunch of badasses?
I think they're trying to be just a bunch of badasses.
Okay, like I just didn't.
It took a while for JD McDonough in my opinion at least, to look good.
I liked it. Like eventually, I was like, yeah, he fits in. That works. Just I don't know. That's never really been my crew. That's never been like the thing I really paid attention to. This is good, obviously.
Right.
It's drawing heat, it's drawing money, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, just not my thing. But like at the same time, it's not terrible. It's not like I need to change the channel.
Right.
It's just like I got House of Black somewhere else, you know what I mean? Or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Like there's always like a spooky badass thing around, and that's just not my flavor of a badass, so to speak.
So you had brought up Bronson Reed recently. Now he had a couple of pretty good matches with Braun Strowman. Mm-hmm. And it's not easy to have great matches with Braun Strowman, but Bronson did.
Yeah.
You know, it's the type of worker he is.
He's super good.
Well, honestly, I mean, I could see why you said him and Gunther.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people would have went with somebody smaller or whatever, more athletic.
Like Seth Rollins or whatever,
But, I mean, honestly, I could easily see Bronson Reed one day being the WWE champion.
Yeah.
I really could.
Yeah,
I think he's that good that they could put the belt on him.
And the presentation, too. Just think it's something so simple, so small. Like the entrance is different from everyone else. When the camera pans from behind him in the shadow thing, and he walks out, but they're like behind him following him, and then it cuts to something else, I believe.
Right.
I'm like, that presentation, like who else has that? Everyone else just walks out and says, let's go.
Right.
Or whatever, you know what I mean?
No, the presentation is nice, and it helps him. I think it helped him a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, he's not just an entrance by any stretch of the imagination.
I actually can't wait to see him wrestle Gunther.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
That would be an incredible wrestling match, in my opinion.
Are we talking heel, or are we talking someone turn face?
One of them's got to be a face.
I think Bronson will be the face.
Maybe he would. I could see Gunther being the face though too. You know what I mean?
A respectable gentleman.
But I think Bronson would be. I think he'd get over huge as a babyface. I really do.
Especially the tsunami stuff. A little one more chant kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. That'd be cool.
You know, him and Gunther would be a hell of a match. I definitely think so. And more guys for Gunther to wrestle. I can't wait to see him wrestle Cody. That's coming up.
That's Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
That's going to be good, man.
Good. Those Saudi shows are wild.
I think Cody's a lot better than a lot of fans give him credit for. I really do.
Seems about, yeah, he's the face of the company. So yeah, I don't know. He's always been good to me.
No, I hear
even when he didn't have like knee pads way back in the day when he was doing the legacy thing. I even liked him then. I was like, I love to watch you get like kicked around. I was like, but at the same time, like I need that. I need the guy I want to see to get like kicked around and whatever. But at the same time, he was winning. You're like, oh, I hate him. I can't. I'm gonna keep tuning in to watch him get his comeuppance, hopefully, or whatever.
Do you have anything to plug?
No, I think I plugged everything.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, listen, I had to razz you.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry
just
about
not
it,
friends
brother.
with everybody.
It's all right. It's all good. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Leo.
All right. We're out. Peace. Hi, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. Listen, I could use a little help to grow my YouTube channel. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe, that's most importantly, subscribe. Send me a direct message, and I'll give you a shout out here on the show. My YouTube channel is real simple. It's just my name, Leo Connors. Thanks in advance. Peace.